Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello, how are my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties? Oh, so much has gone on like this week, this month, just a lot. And it only adds to my to-do list of things to talk about, which I always have something to talk about because, babies. I am uploading so much to Patreon, and some of it's free, but it's like, and the lowest is $2 a month, and then $4. So, and I'm saying that because while uploading, like, I don't know, it's really creepy and crazy with how sometimes when I start uploading certain things, especially the River of Racism, like series and the Dating Nightmares, I start seeing commercials for like mental health and stuff in my like YouTube or Netflix or whatever. And I'm just like, what? Uh, all right. Or even because I've been doing episodes on that topic too. And I'm just like, okay, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of, and like sometimes I'm getting commercials even on dating. And I'm like, I'm finally not single. Like, and the thing is, like, I gave up, but once I gave up, that's when I found somebody. And not only somebody, someone that met all of my requirements, which is really funny because, and I'm going to be talking about this a lot, but it's crazy how so many, and I keep saying this, and it's funny. Like, okay, I keep saying it's funny, but it's funny and amusing to me. So many things have been so amusing to me because it's just been proving how right I am. I'm not always right, babies, but when I'm right, I'm right. When I do my research, I read, I do a lot of things that a lot of the people that voted for the orange man did not do. Because now a lot of them are surprised, or a lot of them are like, oh, well, he's changed. He didn't change, morons. Okay, if that hurt, I don't care. I mean that with all of the disrespect in the world, every single drop and morsel of disrespect. Because if you have the nerve to say he changed, we have been telling you about this since before he even went down the escalator. We saw these things before then. We heard, we saw, we read, we noticed, we saw the patterns. So, but anyway, with the Patreon, I'm uploading and I'm looking and like sometimes trying to make sure that people who bullied me or harassed me or threatened me on like one of the dating apps, and then he wrote me again on either the same one or a different one. I try to match him up, but then I'm like, you know what? Now it's like, yeah, because it got to a point where I'm like, I have so many. It's gonna take for absolutely forever, and I have so many pictures. And then I look at the River of Racism and how much hate Haley Bailey got, and then she ended up in that awful toxic relationship. But and I don't know, it's like I have guesses, like, because I can relate, because I feel like since I was getting so much toxic treatment, and since I was getting so much hate and ridicule and everyone telling me I would never be anything, I accepted the bottom of the barrel men. Isn't that right, Mr. Lakake? Isn't that right, Mr. No Heart? Mm. It's like everyone was knocking me down to the point where, like, I wasn't even supposed to date with Mr. Lakaki. Go back, I have over 700 episodes. I talk about it, and I have so much more to talk about both of these men. But I don't know. It's just, but anyway, she she did such an amazing job. So many people hate on her. So many people, oh well, they should have just had the same type of little more like, yeah, or they should have had a different story. Or, but then when we do have black women as unique, different characters, oh, it's a black woman. Oh, it's woke. It's this. It's like, okay, but it's a new character. I thought you said as long as it's a new character, you're okay with that. But they're lying. They don't want to see us at all. Like whenever they see us, they will use whatever excuse they can in order to not sound racist while being racist. And speaking of racist, yeah, Laura Loomer. Okay, this is all in my opinion. This is all in my opinion because this woman, and I keep hearing how she tracks down people who talk about her, and it's just like, mm, mm. So no one's allowed, and she kind of reminds me of my bully because, and you know what, she sounds just, but ironically, my bully married a black man, and I'm gonna compare Laura Loomer to Mr. No Heart's mom. Because a lot of white women, for some reason, they think as long as I date, as long as I sleep with a black man, or as long as I have friends with black people, I'm not racist. That's not true. That is stupid. That is ignorant. That is naive. That is poorly educated. Like, no, no, that's not, no. It's like I dated two men that I still wonder, like, well, Mr. Lakaki, he did have some racism in him. And sometimes I would be like, why are you forcing me to date you? Why are you forcing me to be with you? And you don't even like black people. And oh, when he was under the influence, his answers were interesting. Yeah. When one of his exes, when she found out that he forced me to date him, she was so upset with him because she was like, you're no longer pure. You're no longer pure. That was what she said. And then she would, like, because I'm black, she came over to the house more often because she had to make sure he was safe. He had to make sure that I wasn't going to steal from him. She had to make sure that I wasn't lying about my education. Like, she kept, like, and she was so dumb that she would say some of the stuff in front of me, and I would just laugh. And sometimes my ex would, or Lock a Key ex, would be like, why don't you get to know her? Why don't you, like, do you hear the stupid things coming out of this woman's mouth? And see, like, a lot of people don't realize, because this is why I say we have the white colonizers and we have the white underground railroads. It's like I have met so many, like a lot of us black women, we have met so many of the white colonizers. And the white colonizers, they know how to be like 1 minute, oh, they are racist and shady and awful and terrible and disgusting as all get out. Because Laura Loomer talking like that nappy hair, like I'll get back to that. But then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, no, you have so much attitude. Oh, why are you being like this? You're being aggressive, or you're being boisterous, and you're like, then they start spitting out those stereotypes or whatever. And it's like, hold up, wait a minute. You were just racist to me. You were just terrible to me. And with this episode, I am so close to like posting a screenshot and not editing it. And because Miss Masher, and you'll even see her real name. I don't care, because the racist things Mrs. Masher said, Mr. No Heart's mother. The only reason you got into college is because you're black. Oh, well, you're not one of them, right? Oh, I'm so glad my son is dating one of you, because now you can make those mixed kids, they're really cute. They're really pretty. And he was like, yeah, it's like, I've always wanted one of those. Like their property. Like, I really want one of those. Like, you act like you're going grocery shopping. Act like you're at the mall. But anyway, I was like watching TV, and on the news, a black person might have done something. Oh, see, this is what's wrong with the country. It's like the black people, they just don't know how to. They don't. And I remember like the way I looked at her, and oh, she kind of paused. She finished her no good, ignorant, awful, racist comment, but she looked at me and paused. I can't believe your hair actually grows out like this. If it grew out of my hair like this, I wouldn't be able to sleep. It would tickle. It's like I think I would feel the curls like that. That's just wow. But back to strictly because I don't know. It's just with that one video when she's talking about Candace Owens, it reminded me of some of my exes, the women in their family, either moms or sisters or whatever. At the same time, I've dated guys who had Underground Railroad family members, or ooh, the I I wouldn't be surprised if they need their bedding for their clan meetings. Yeah, and because even with Mister No Heart's oldest sister, that hot mess, who? Because she was trying to like, because her and Mrs. Masher were trying to bombard me about Black Lives Matter during COVID, and this is like right before, like she already knew I was about to break up with her son too, but then all of a sudden, like, oh well, you're racist if you believe in the Black Lives Matter movement. It's like all lives matter, don't you? And it's just like you don't get it. You grew up during segregation and desegregation, but you don't understand. And it's like when I told her about me getting pulled over by police, she was the one that was like, well, the police officer needed an excuse to pull you over. You're just really pretty. Oh, I doubt it was racism. It's like sometimes, especially when the cops need a quota, it's like, I mean, they just had to do what he had to do. Oh, well, oh, you say he fondled you. Oh, I mean, 15 minutes. I doubt it was fit. Like, did you look at the time? Did you see how long it was? And he was like, well, I mean, you have you have a very voluptuous body. So maybe he just had to be thorough. These are the things Mrs. Masher told me. Yeah. And every time I saw her, oh, well, give me your phone. I need to show you some things. I need to make sure you're following the right people. See, you're still not following Candace Owens. Candace Owens says there's no more racism, so you need to stop saying that. You need to stop thinking that there's no more racism. Oh, and look, you need to start listening to country music. See, look at this. Oh, see, this black person's singing country. Oh, here's another black country artist. See, you need to start listening to them. See, listen to them. Mm. Oh, but I'm not racist. I dated a black man. It's so crazy how, like, I know a lot of racist white women married to black men. I know a lot of them. And especially studying the culture of relationships with the patriarchy, but the patriarchy with white men versus the patriarchy versus black men. And then also the relationship with white women and black men, and why black women have to be careful with not only white women but also black men. Yeah, it's complicated, but I think this is another reason why Laura Loomer thinks that she can attack Candace Owens so disgustingly. I mean, at the same time, I'm not saying Candace doesn't deserve it, because, ooh, when she walked around with Kanye West with those white lives, mm, mm. And then even with the holiday like Juneteenth and stuff, and she was like, she's only going to celebrate July 4th. Okay, all right. Even though she had a lawsuit, I believe it was back in college, about racism. Yeah, but Mrs. Masher wants to say there's no more racism and things like that, even though, like, Candace Owens actually had some lawsuits with racism. Yeah. Yeah. But it's just entertaining with it's real. Oh, yeah, it's really entertaining how these Republican women, oh, once they go at each other, they go at each other. Because remember a few months ago, that little fight about that wedding ring, and oh, they were like, oh well, it's like at least my fiance or husband's like he's not doing this or he's not doing that, and oh, she's sleeping with everybody, and it's like they they're going at like, especially I feel like as MAGA starts slipping and falling apart, you're going to see more of this, especially with the women of the right. And like, and I mean, we had that whole like Hassan Piker thing. Like, part of me, I'm just like, who? Okay, Democrats, okay, liberals, and like like people on the left, like we're not going to agree on anything and everything, but let's not end up like the hot mess on the right. Okay, and it's like there are political issues that we need to get going and moving, especially once we can take Congress, Senate, and everything like that, and hopefully impeach. We need healthcare for all. We need like a better daycare system and even maybe add preschool to all schools so that like because $2,400 a month per child, per child. But with the patriarchy, a lot of men, especially on the right, especially Republican white men, mm, they want their women, especially Christians, because remember, like of the church, yeah, a lot of the male pastors, they would say that like the women need to be at home, and those are the vital, and it's just like no, okay, but what about if I have goals and dreams? Just because I wasn't born with an eggplant, I'm not allowed to like conquer and do and fulfill my dreams. It would be like they say it's selfish when a woman like goes for more than just having children. Which reminds me, like, okay, like so many people listen and follow Laura Loomer, and then I wonder how her, like, I think her and that Mrs. Kirk girl get along, but I kind of wonder how their relationship is. Because a lot of these Republican women are telling young girls, especially, what to do when it comes to education and childhood and family and men. But then a lot of them don't follow their own advice. Because even with the Kirk girl, how old was she when she had her children? And then with Laura Loomer, she's not married. Some people are even thinking that she's sleeping with the president. Yeah. Ugh. Mm. I I'm so glad I haven't eaten yet. I'm so glad I haven't. Mm. Oh, I'm so glad I'm sipping on a Verner's. Oh yeah, I did even say I was gonna say it, but then now I'm just hearing. I just heard on the news right before I recorded that there was a shooting at a mall in Louisiana, and so now like I'm like, okay, I need to do that episode too because all of the violence and now especially in Louisiana, it's just, and then the mental health and the safety, and now we can't even go shopping like, but then Amazon's gonna love that because they're like, yeah, stay at home, shop at home. Yeah. It's like we need to destroy the monopoly of this empire. Like we need to create more Amazon types to shrink them down. And yeah, because yeah, with my small business, my goal is to not be under them. I've read the contracts. I've taught about the contracts. I've shown it to my classes. Oh, yeah, it's scary. But anyway. But yeah, it's like I was thinking about the Louisiana Mall situation going on. As of now, it's right now. Yeah, while I'm talking. But okay, so if you haven't grabbed, it's like, and I know it's only like 10 more minutes, but I hope you're sipping on the boiling, scorching hot patty tea. And if you like it cold, please just hold the ice, hold the ICE until we can get these politics, and also like until we can get someone impeached and or leave office, and or like yeah, it's a hot mess right now. So yeah. Okay, anyways, back to what I'm yeah, because with Laura Loomer, she was putting down Candace Owens, trying to put down what she looks like and everything. And it's like, okay. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna put her down. I got a life. I got like I'm working on my own beauty and my own standards and stuff like that. So I'm just like, and I'm not a hater or whatever. It's like if she likes it, congratulations. But it's just like she's gonna put down, and she showed how racist she is because like when she kept talking about like Candace Owens' hair and everything, but then she must hate herself because how many surgeries has she had? I'm not going to talk about what she looks like. I'm just going to talk about truth. How many surgeries has she had? And she even said that, like, Candace Owens hate the blondes. And then she said she was a blonde. It's like, okay, so do you hate blondes too? Do you not like your natural blonde hair? Or do you not like yourself and your natural look? It's like you've changed yourself so much over the years and everything like that. And then even back to Republican rules, she's not married. I don't know if she has a degree or anything like because Nina, I want to look that up because did she go to college and not pay attention to the professors and just focus on finding a husband? But then that failed, kind of like the both times she tried to run for office and everything like that. What happened? What happened? Because till this day she's not married and she doesn't have kids. So isn't she going against what her party's thoughts are with family values and traditional families and the patriarchy and everything like that? What happened? I really want, like, and again, see, I'm not putting her down or anything like that. I'm just stating facts with facts and also stating what, like, a lot of her side says that women are supposed to be and do. And I mean, she still has time because we have to remember how the president's speaker or whatever, she's married to like a 60-year-old man or whatever, and she's on her second child. So yeah, it's like maybe she can talk to one of her friends, maybe, or maybe her husband has some friends that are 60s as well, and maybe they can you know just amusing because a lot of the Republican women who try to be the voice of the right, they tell other women to do the exact things they do not do or they did not do or they kind of did, but they did for power or attention, and or they did it, but now they want the world to see them do it, and in a way where they can have the power and the money and like go against the patriarchy, but they want to ignore that fact, and or they want their audience to ignore that fact and just look at them as powerful women. But a lot of the churches and a lot of the right are against powerful women and female leaders. But with Laura Loomer, like the president listens to her, and I hear it was rumored that she was one of the first people the president called after starting the war, which that is mind boggling. That's in like, what? Really? Like, and also was like, does she like how did this whole argument start with Candace anyways? Was it with the Mrs. Kirk documentary thing? Because a lot, like, I did hear she did do another video like hating on it because a lot of people like were saying how Candace is like going to down under and like, but not Australia, and different things. And I don't, it's just really Mm, it's amusing with how much hate Candace Owens is now getting and how much she's being bullied. And I know that I think, isn't she still going through that lawsuit with the Queen? I believe princess or queen, that royalty. She's calling that like her a him and stuff like that. But then at the same time, because see, there's so many things that get on my nerves with the right because she'll have the nerve, like Candace Owens, out of all people, will accuse somebody and accuse a woman of being a man when African American women, we are accused of that all the time. And then even with Mrs. Obama, which Chile liked, but yeah, but then she lied and said that was like, I think she was lying up front. I think, oh, and I was a fan, like oh yeah, back in the day. Oh yeah, I was a huge fan, and now part of me, I'm disgusted, but it's like it's kind of entertaining with the people who are bullying Candace now and the way that she's being bullied and the in her actions and the things that she has accused other people of doing and not looking back of the hit, like a lot of that started or a lot of that happened like with black women. And I don't know, it's just, I mean, I would love to know some of your thoughts as well, because I would I'm just I used to say I am a girl's girl, but then throughout my life so many people accused me of being a liar, and then turned out DNA don't lie, stupid. So yeah, and I have no problem calling them stupid now, because I would literally over and over and over again tell them different things, and no one would listen, or people would ignore me, and or they would bully me. And so now I'm at a point where now I can talk about them. I have the proof, I have the evidence, I have the receipts of a lot of the torment and the things that happen, especially with the doctors. I don't have that, like, since we didn't have this technology back during Oakland University days. So yeah, to me, I'm like, you're either gonna have to believe me, and if you don't, I don't care. It's like with all of the evidence that I've shown on Patreon, on all of the stories that I've shown, and like you've seen, and then even my ex, Mr. No Heart, like, because I guess he was bored, he doesn't have a life. I don't know. He needs to get a woman. He needs to get another. But he found my channel about a year and a half, or maybe 2 years ago now, and he tried, like, he knows everything I've said is true, because the only thing he had to, like, he tried to hunt me down because I blocked him everywhere, but then he found me on Reddit, and he was like, well, you still have me blocked, and I know I guess I have your things, even though he knows he has my things. And when I told him the things that he has and I told him to drop them off at my house, he said, oh, I'll just put it in the garage, and when you can drive again, when you can walk again, when you can blah blah, like, yeah, he was just being as mean as possible. You can come get your stuff when you can come and get it. But then all of a sudden, when he found out I had this show, now you want me to call you and tell you so that you can come and bring, or I don't even know that part. I think he was just trying to, like a fish, put out bait to force me to talk to him. And but yeah, I want to talk about that in another episode, because I've been really thinking about that and his mother, his just racist mother. Like, to me, she's absolutely awful, poorly educated, stupid, ignorant. And even with her and my aunt, well, her oldest daughter, my ex's oldest sister, like, they were like going boat, like attacking me on Facebook, calling me a racist, saying, well, it's like, if you only think Black Lives Matter, if you only think this. And I was just like, and I just started stating different historical facts and different things and the racist things she told me. Well, it's like, well, that is the only reason you got into college. You finished and you did a lovely job and everything, but you have to admit that's the only reason. It's just like, and then the oldest sister, oh, you think you're better than us? And I was just like, when did I say that? Okay, Black Lives Matter. But it didn't say Black lives are bad. Like, how stupid. You're ignorant. And maybe now you're hating all of the racist things that you guys have said, because now if you repeat it, it'll just show how stupid and ignorant you are. Which reminds me of Laura Loomer. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.